Power Book 4, Season 2, Episode 4, The Devil's in the Details. Newsflash, Jenard is still a junkie, and now he's seeing dead bodies.
Big junkie. He probably been high out that heroin for like a day.
Right. Homeboy from the police department tells the task force that Lil K's body was found, but the grandma won't talk despite identifying the body. Bro wants eyes on Egan and wants to find info on high-level CBI associates. Again, if I'm not mistaken, he's from the Chicago PD.
Yes.
Maybe I don't know how task forces work, but why is he the head of this whole DEA deal?
Well, who else is going to lead it? Well, it's DEA, it's the district attorney's office, and then it's supposed to be the feds, I guess. I don't know what branch, but it's the DEA. Mm-hmm. So damn, he's leading the DEA on this? Yeah, that's a little weird. But he is the point man in the investigation on the ground, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But
a little bit, but it's
you would think he would be reporting information back, and someone else would decide. You're right. Yeah.
Yep. Tommy pulls up in a pickup truck to teach Maria to drive. Maria must have amnesia because the way she looks at Tommy in the scene, she doesn't have a boyfriend.
I'm so confused to the point that I feel like something's off with Maria now. Yep. Like there's some red flags here. The fact that she was so gung-ho about not being around anybody that her brother worked with, and now she's texting this nigga out the blue asking him to take her places and shit like that. Okay, that's red flag number one. Number two is the whole, I don't know how to drive. Take me for a lesson. And I clearly know how to drive. I clearly know how to drive. That's red flag number two.
You know, I'm going to talk about it in a later scene, but I felt like I saw where it was going, and then it just didn't.
Yeah.
Walter kind of talking tough to his right hand, Paulie, about how to respond to Dublin. Is Paulie going to flip? Like, I feel like, well, he does do something later on that.
I mean, I don't
akin to it.
I think this is part of the fissures that are being created in the Flynn organization that already kind of existed, and now it's just kind of they're starting to spread because there's so much stress being applied.
Yeah. Some chick comes in looking for Diamond. Turns out she's the mom of the boy who got jumped from last episode.
And she's staring hard as fuck.
Oh, she's so thirsty.
God damn. Like, we can get her to look away at least for half a second.
No. She smirks at him.
This my son. Thank you for helping him out. And now, I'm going to walk away now very slowly. Don't you look at me out this door.
And then through the window, I was just like, okay.
GD. How many times you going to look at that nigga?
Facts. Crazy. It's like, I get trying to, insinuate that maybe there'll be something there. There was nothing subtle about that. Maybe
one or two looks. We don't need to fucking stare down the whole goddamn time.
There was nothing subtle about that.
Jesus. You go teach my son how to box.
Speaking of not being low whatsoever, the task force is out here taking pictures of Tommy, and she's got the big camera with the huge lens.
The big paparazzi camera, though.
Like Tommy, if Tommy wasn't so focused on Maria, he would see that. And be like, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Once again, absolutely hate the police investigation parts of Power series. They're clunky. They're not believable. Mm-hmm. Someone is almost always corrupt within the investigation. We're gonna see parts of that. I called that 2 episodes ago. Yeah. Could have called it like the sun coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just trash. Mm-hmm. Bullshit. You got fucking I'm not gonna call her that. Never mind. But you got fucking oblivious cop over here with the fat ass lens that he doesn't see when he comes around the corner, conveniently. Right. And then they're speeding after him, following him as Maria's speeding, and he doesn't notice it again. Right? Like literally get cut off at the train and doesn't notice it.
That's crazy too. Yeah, and then you obviously mentioned Maria speeding through. She's out here racing trains and shit. You didn't know how to drive.
Red flag. This woman said she would never fuck with you. You're going to die, is what she said to you a couple days ago.
Yep.
Right? I don't fuck with people that my brother fuck with. I don't need your ride. I'm going to leave you and get on a bus when you offer.
I have a boyfriend that you saw at the hospital.
Smacking my booty. And now all of a sudden, hey, yeah, let me drive your car and race a train. Red flag, man.
Oh, yes. Extremely. Jenard got to cut his shit with baby powder to make it stretch. His homie asks about Lil K, and he has an awful poker face, which I'll attribute to the drugs. The Serbs want payment today, and his homie wants to know what's up with his neck. And then Jenard just does a bump. Like, at this point, he doesn't care about who sees his drug usage.
This nigga looks wild as shit. I probably would have fought him too. Like, man, something ain't right with you. You bugging.
Yep. Maria is full on flirting with Tommy, and they're on a date at. I thought they said the zoo.
Did she not tell him specifically when she got in the car? I didn't want you to confuse this with a date.
Yes. Yep. And then they're having a full on ass date. They have an awkward conversation about having kids, and then Tommy makes out this Hispanic cat that works with Rojas. So Tommy has to put bro down before going back to reschedule his date.
I don't know who that was, but I have a sneaky suspicion that dude is either Rojas' son or is connected to the cartel. Like, he might have worked for Rojas. Clearly he does. He got the tat, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he's somebody. That kid is somebody big. And he was big enough that he felt like he could buck whatever the marching order for the organization was. Like, I can make an executive decision. But he was young.
Yeah.
So it makes me think he's a shot caller's son.
He could have been a little brother.
Or a little brother, maybe. That's going to come back to bite him in the ass.
Yeah.
Like, man, when you stabbed him in the side the 2 times, you could have probably just slid up out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then have Rojas discipline him behind that. But this nigga, stab, 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 up and twist.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fucking crazy.
A little gruesome. Marshall and D-Mac are discussing the CBI treason beef, and D-Mac decides it's a great idea to show Marshall the blick he got. Then they chat up a gold digger named Genesis.
Why is D-Mac designated to be the idiot character of this TV show? Like, his friend even told him, like, hey, man, I'm glad. I was like, thank God. Like, thank Jesus they're implanting some reasonable black human beings into this narrative. Like, hey, man, I'm glad your uncle got you sitting up in the fucking house. Them niggas almost killed you, bruh.
Yeah.
Like, you almost died. And you just out here like, man, I want to get my own money. I want to get put on. I want to, man, you almost died, D-Mac. It's fucking dumb. Yeah. And then he shows him the gun. Yep. And it's like, man.
Big yikes.
Yep.
Claude and Vic discuss Claude's deal to get from under Walter. Claude explains that Walter has plans for Gloria's bar and he gets up to check for himself, which we'll talk about in a second.
Yikes.
Big yikes. Seamus Bennigan's season 2 check cleared, and so here he is pressing Diamond for cash.
Fam, where the fuck did you come from with this bullshit?
I thought we were done with him.
I need some money. I'm Black Seamus. You will pay Black Seamus. No, man. Okay, so if I'm trying to rationalize it, I'm thinking something probably did happen to his sister, or he ended up in some sort of desperate situation. Because it's all just too random for him to pop up and be like, yeah, let's do this again.
Is he not getting paid from the Flynns anymore for some reason? Like, maybe something happened in season 1 and he's not getting paid from them anymore?
Who knows, bro? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't remember what happened with that. Like, I felt like him and Walter had a run-in.
Yeah.
But then I don't know what happened after that.
I can't remember either.
Not Walter. Him and Vic. Yeah.
Tommy walks in and asks what Seamus is doing in the barbershop, and Diamond is lying. Tommy informs Diamond that he had to kill one of Rojas's guys. Vic is on a mission and walks into what was the bar, but is now a strip club where strippers are giving dudes blowjobs out in the open.
You know, yeah, what kind of strip club? This is the booty house.
Right. Sam didn't go in there with no kind of plan, just raged out on everybody. I was kind of upset about that, but...
Well, I mean, he didn't know what he was walking into.
He didn't know what to expect. That's fair. Tommy comes home to see D-Mac, and Kate and JP are out attempting to bond, apparently. D-Mac complains about not having bread, but Tommy not playing with none of that shit. D-Mac claims he wants to go back on the streets, but Tommy says he'll kill him himself if he sees him on the streets. No, that's not what that
nigga said. He said, if CBI don't put me on, I'll go treason. Oh, so you just really a dummy. Like, you're stupid. Like, you're smart dumb. That's your archetype, is smart type dumb.
Yeah.
Like worse than Tyreek. Cause even Tariq wouldn't get on no sinking ship. You just a dummy loser. Like you are dedicated to making sure that you end up in the ground. Like you want your life story to be he got shot walking to the corner store by a rival gang. He got picked up on a beef and now he going upstate. He gotta sit down for a while. Like you are committed to that being your story.
Yep.
Like it's crazy. And you got everything in front of you flashing you, telling you not to. The nigga told you he would kill you. Mm-hmm. Your uncle that you love so much and that you want to be like all of a sudden because he got money and he do all this drug shit. He told you he would murder you if he found you back on the streets.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And clearly didn't none of that shit register because you still out here, doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing.
Tommy sees cops everywhere arresting what seem to be CBI soldiers. Paulie pays bro from Dublin to give Walter more time out of his own pocket. The task force seem to think they got one over on Tommy. Seems one of the guys even found the girl from that art show DJ shit that went down last season, and so they interrogate her. She wants immunity for giving up Tommy, and then she ends up giving up Vic. Doesn't even...
I'm confused why she didn't give up Tommy. Maybe she felt like Tommy was the more dangerous one in that situation, and she just was giving up Vic. But no, let's talk about the fucking bullshit that she had going on in the first place. Like, you sure? Did you see it? We know she didn't see it because he made her turn around. Yeah. And when they go to court, they're gonna be fucked on that, right? And then she coerced that part of it out of her. And then as she's trying to get her to connect to Tommy, you sure you ain't see nobody? No one else? These fucking corrupt ass cups, man. Her case is going to be exploded, imploded, whatever. It's not going to land Tommy. She's probably going to end up dead and getting other people killed with her. It is the same fucking story over. Over. She's just the Blanca Rodriguez of Chicago. Yeah. So she'll probably get a promotion.
Yeah, and they're always over anxious. They always want something higher.
We have to get Tariq.
Yeah, it's just like, bro, chill.
We have to get him off the streets. He's the bad guy.
Or Rage Cop from Ghost. Oh my god. If you just chilled, you'd be right there. But no, you got to be extra.
Nope. Just do your job. That's all you got to do. But y'all end up doing criminal shit right along with the criminals. And be pointing the fingers and end up dead because of it.
Oh man,
Kevin Whitman tried to fucking break into the goddamn house. Are you fucking stupid? Are you dumb? Blanca be doing a whole bunch of dumb bullshit, working with Sachs,
getting her snitches killed. Oh man,
she let Dre knock her the fuck out.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't know how to use your gun.
Terrible.
Point and shoot, Blanca. Point and shoot.
Simple. D-Mac thought he had some riz, but his light-skinned shorty wants him to give up the dreads for a fade. Which would explain why he's in the barbershop later on, but we'll get there.
Good catch. Yeah. Because I was trying to figure out why Buddy was even there. Yeah. I didn't even understand why Buddy was there.
Diamond is teaching bro how to fight, and even though his punches seem awkward, it's not as awkward as Diamond's dialogue about how he learned to fight. I
had to beat my daddy's ass. Basically, was the whole story.
Like, it was like, okay, I feel sympathy for that whole situation, but it was just so...
It was a very drawn-out way of saying I had to beat my dad's ass.
It was. Very much so. Mm-hmm. Claude is attempting to court the Serbs into a deal. Mirkovic explains that the Flynn's are on their way out. Homegirl is trying to pretend that CBI and treason is bullshit, but since that's cap in real life, how long is that really going to work? Side note, why is Mirkovic so horny?
Because he ain't got... Oh, you mean like literally, or he just...
He was talking to Claude like, oh yeah, I like you in that dress. Like all sorts of just dumb shit.
I think he's willing to work with them because he's desperate. Yeah. I don't know why he would believe this whole, Jenard and treason and CBI are just playing you. They're really thick as thieves.
Yeah, no, that was...
Like, fam, that's all she got to do? You fucking goober. That's why you ass out on some territory right now. Mm-hmm. Right? That's why your main income is collections from Jenard.
Yeah.
Which is going to start drying up real quickly here, son.
Well, it already dried up. That's why he had to repo his car.
Man, listen. I don't know why people are letting Claudia, of all people, work them. But that's not usually a good sign.
Yeah. Yep. The gym owner chick has a character shift just as I was about to call her stupid for not seeing the signs of a junkie that killed Lil K. Boy, did she turn that around. Like, I literally saw it in her. Like, at first she was believing all of Jenard's shit. And then she was like, hold up, nah, you look crazy right now. What's up with you? She might end up having to take over the whole situation.
Yeah, she going to be the leader of treason here in a second.
Yeah.
She's going to be a leader of treason because I don't think she fucking with that heroin shit. I don't think she fucking with it at all. She said, you want something? Nah, just lack of sleep. No, nigga, lack of sleep, don't do that.
Oh, man. Walter got some old crazy looking girls working in a strip club, but he gives 2 of them to Bro from Dublin, but not before Bro tells Walter about what Paulie did.
He got an absolute whorehouse, like a real life whorehouse. I felt the grossness through the screen.
Yes, I did too. like you could kind of smell him a little bit.
He went through and found a specific type of woman to play in this scene.
Like, it's just the stench through the screen was just crazy.
Cigarettes and cheap whiskey.
Yeah, a lot of it too.
Yep.
Jenard misses re-up with Miguel. I can't believe this man tried to ask for more days when he's already late. This ain't a utility bill, bro.
Somebody gonna cut something off of you, bro. You doing a little bit too much begging and asking.
Yes.
Somebody gonna cut something off of you.
Luckily, Maria with the needle saves that dumbass nigga.
Since when did she want to be like seeing this type of shit? To give him his insulin? Again, I just feel like
they have a whole
something about Maria is unraveling a bit. Like not that she's like spiraling as a character, but just like
there's something weird.
There's there's something off for sure. Like fatal flaw off.
Yeah. Like
Holly being a klepto kind of fatal flaw off.
Yeah.
Like, does she have, like, personality disorder? Or is she, like, schizophrenic or something of that nature that makes her, like, have these, like, wild kind of mood swings?
Yeah.
Where, like, 1 minute she can't be anywhere near anyone that her brother works for. And the next minute, she falling harder than a rock in snow.
Yep. A rock in snow.
I was trying to put it together as I was talking. That's what I came up with.
Are you saying snow because Tommy is white? Tommy sees Diamond meet up with Seamus yet again, proving that he was lying earlier. Seamus is on some bullshit asking for more bread. It's time to be honest with Tommy for real. I thought Tommy was going to cancel Christmas on Seamus, but...
that's probably what should have just happened.
I agreed.
I don't even know why we was giving him the chance. But I do understand because... we need a cop.
Yeah. Yep. Turns out Diamond is in fact telling Tommy the truth, which should help out. Seems like all the kinks may be worked out with Rojas's situation and obviously this. However, Tommy is lying about Maria. Gets a text and just completely doesn't tell Diamond what's going on.
So like, yeah, I told you the truth about this fucking cop. But you just gonna keep this Maria shit from me, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Tommy.
Yikes. Jenard is getting pressed by some little niggas about Lil K, and this nigga starts doing drugs right in front of everybody. Then they get confirmation about Lil K dying. Here comes the mutiny that the gym owner was talking about. Jenard looked so pussy when Bro pressed him, and his homie started looking at him crazy, so he told Bro what was actually up. Nigga starts bleeding out the mouth at the end of the whole little scuffle that they have, and then they obviously try to give Bro his Denzel and Training Day scene, which is kind of crazy.
He's going nuts. He's going insane.
He is.
Somebody gonna put a bullet in Jenard here pretty soon.
It probably should have already happened.
It's gonna happen very soon.
Walter comes to Paulie's house lit than a bitch. Somebody needs to explain why Paulie gives Bro the gun so that he can point it back at him. I thought that was really weird.
Let me see that for a second.
Like, bro, why did you give it to him? Walter is so unnecessarily arrogant. You ain't did shit since Tommy walked into town.
You've literally been on death's door. Weren't you dying last season?
Yep. Coughing up blood.
Shut up. My services are cool. Then I'm retired. I'm going to take my money and go sit on the beach with my wife. Get away from all this junkie son shit. All your bullshit. You're going to end up sprawled out on the street here eventually when Dublin gets a hold of you.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Go ahead. Do what you got to do, player.
Absolutely.
Do what you gotta do. I took money out of my own pocket to make sure you didn't get killed. And that makes you look weak. You're an ignorant bastard. And that's why you are in the hole that you're in right now with your kids in the return of the Father Must Die arc. I knew they couldn't get away from it. I knew it. I fucking knew it.
For sure. Yeah, no, if I was Paulie, I'd be like, okay, I'm going to go back to that guy, get my money back, and then go buy a lakefront property.
Like, all right, what's his name? Dylan or?
I can't remember what his name is.
Brennan or?
Yeah, it was something like that.
David? Daniel?
Yeah, I'd be like, bro.
Dylan.
I think it's Dylan.
Dylan. Like Dylan. There it is. I just had to keep going. So, yeah. Hey, Dylan. Can I get that $25,000 back, please? Yeah, no, Walter doesn't need it. Screw him. Yeah, no, I won't be doing any more ask for the Flynn's. Actually, if you just want to expedite that process on them, that'd be all right with me. All right, yes, yeah. No, you have a good one. You have a good one.
I am taking that money back and putting a down payment on a lakefront property immediately.
I'm gone. Cool. Bet. Good luck. I'm out.
Crazy.
Don't give a shit. Don't care.
Claude doesn't seem like she's changed very much since season 1. Mm-hmm. This shit seems like a repeat as far as her progression goes. Only difference is, and it's not even that much of a difference, Claude wants to kill Walter this season.
I wonder who this mysterious benefactor with the pills and Adderall is. I wonder who that is. So where they come from? Who's just feeding you unlimited pills and Adderall?
The Serbs?
No, that she's going to use the Serbs to move it. But she has some sort of connection that's going to get her Adderall and stuff. So
I don't know.
I wonder who that is. Mm-hmm. And how it just came in the nick of time.
Yeah. Fam, why is Maria pulling up in this dress looking all nice and shit? I feel like we escalated way too quickly here, and we're only using her learning how to drive as the plot device. JP out here playing music and got D-Mac feeling something. D-Mac explains that he has a date, and JP gives bro a little bit of tricking money, which is only $25.
Well, who cares? Like if it like that's the way it's supposed to go. Like I don't even understand the mentality of a 16-year-old that think he's supposed to have like a cabbage on him. Like,
yeah,
fam, what? Well, for what? Anyone outside of like an NIL deal. Any 16-year-old with that cabbage in their hand did something they ain't got no goddamn business doing with it.
Facts.
It ain't no job you can work enough to get that amount of money. It ain't enough fucking driveways to shovel in a winter in your city.
Yeah.
To get that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just not worth it. It's dumb. I don't really understand what his obsession with this lifestyle is. I don't get it.
I mean, he spends all his time on TikTok, so. Yeah, no, JP gave him that money like, yeah, go ahead and buy her the big popcorn. And he's like, bro, do you know what I'm dealing with right now? This girl is a certified gold digger. She wants a Birkin bag.
I gotta take her to Peter Luger's.
Diamond's lawyer informs him of the task force moving against them. She informs him that he should have a friend in the CPD, and that's when Seamus hits Diamond back. So, of course, that's supposed to be their plan. Keep that in mind. Maria kisses Tommy while they dance, and as much as I want to like her, how did we get here so fast?
Red flag all over. Damn, some tacos, a couple cervezas, and all of a sudden, we kissing? That's all it took?
That's all it took.
Some beer and tacos. Holy shit.
At the very least, they could have explained what happened to the boyfriend. At the very least.
Or is she cheating now? Did she go from the wholesome girl that wouldn't even speak to Tommy because he works for her brother to a cheater in 2 episodes? No, man, something's off.
Okay, so at this point, Tommy leaves the apartment and basically tells her, like, yeah, you can stay if you want. I thought she was like, oh, I'm about to go find some info on who this thing is.
Go dig around bring it in back his house to Miguel. And stuff like that.
Because maybe. Their mom was like, oh, yeah, keep a tab on this guy. So I was like, oh, she's there for intel in real life.
Ooh, okay, that makes sense. Grandma was in there, or mom, or whoever that was, abuela.
Mm-hmm.
She was in there like, yeah, keep your eye on him because I feel like he gonna burn all our shit down. And Miguel said, yeah, I won't let him do that. And you know, he seems like he runs a pretty tight ship. Yeah. I can absolutely see him being like, hey, look, he obviously fancies you. get close enough to get some information and report back.
And see, now that I think about it, though,
that would make a lot more sense than what the fuck they showed us.
The way they ended the episode, it could still be that, considering she might, they might go back to her in the next episode.
Because she ends up back at his place immediately.
Yeah.
Like, right after leaving Tommy, she ends up right back at his place.
And she had his address. Like, she texted him like, I got your address.
From who? From who? And Tommy don't give a shit. He don't care.
And now Tommy's like, oh.
No, it's a bunch of red flags. This is happening too fast. Yeah. It's too obvious, and it's happening too quickly. There's some deception here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Definitely some deception here.
For sure. All right. Scene of the season right here. Turns out Diamond sets up Seamus to meet with Tommy, and they're trying to work out some shit to get info from bro. But then he flips out and threatens the two, and lo and behold,
he's a fucking loser.
Here comes D-Mac with the blick, all trigger happy and shit.
And he's an even bigger loser. It's a loser killing another loser. It's a loser killing spree.
Is this worse than Tariq?
He has less common sense than Tariq. I feel like at a certain level, like Tariq, even though he's dedicated to a life of crime as well, he knows how to pick a winner. Like, D-Mac he don't care about his relative position. He don't really care about his viability, his lifespan. He doesn't care about the things that should matter most to him. He only cares about being involved in the shit. He's like a little kid who gets sit to bed early and doesn't want to miss out on the festivities. Nigga, we not playing cards and drinking beer. We killing people and selling drugs. Yeah. This is not an after school special. This is not something for you to spend your time doing. Mm-hmm. And for somebody that's so intelligent and then everybody keep telling him to go do something else, you would think this nigga would pick up a book or something. Nope. It's like, no, only thing I want to do is dumb myself down and sell drugs, bro. I just want to sell some drugs. Put me on a corner. It's like, it's fucking, it's hurting my head.
You know what the worst part about that scene is? He basically could have just went up to him, held the gun to his head, and said, drop
it. But again, you're a goober. You're like 16 years old.
Oh, I'm about to catch a body. Bah.
Yeah, nigga, get these nightmares because you just wanted them so bad. This is what you wanted, right? You just wanted this shit so bad. Stole a gun. You in somewhere you ain't got no business to be in the first place. And then doing some shit you ain't got no business doing. With some shit you ain't got no business having. Yep. Like, this whole shit is fucked. You killed a cop. You killed a cop in a parolee's business. Mm-hmm. You used my gun to do it. Not knowing if this gun has other bodies on it. So, fuck me. Yep. I just...
Yeah. Yep. Bro's
he completely screwed him. Screwed him. Agreed. Not that they were going to be able to convince Seamus to do what they needed him to do. But
at least if a gun is to your head, maybe.
No. Nah, not him.
You got a better chance of it happening at least. Now he's dead.
I think they would have had an opportunity to do this a little bit more cleanly. Something that doesn't trace back to them so easily. Yeah. That doesn't have his DNA all in like their grill. Yeah. Their hair and shit.
Right.
Like, damn, D-Mac.
Whew. Yikes.
Give us your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back next week for more Power Book 4 Force reviews.
Absolutely. And make sure you check out our playlist full of Power reviews for Power Book 2 Ghost, Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, and Power Book 4 Force. And make sure you subscribe, like he said. We're obviously reviewing all of the episodes for Power Book 4 for Season 2. But we will also be back for Power Book 3 Raising Kanan, Season 3. Coming soon.